The news from the foreign shores is very bad. Foreign portfolio investors and foreign institutional investors have been constantly withdrawing money from the Indian market. They started to press the panic button till Corona became the hot news and spread widely in India. In the month of March alone, they withdrew 1.1 trillion rupees. That is 1,10,000 crores. So far in February, in the first 15 days, the news is tad better. They have withdrawn only 12,000 crores. So far in April, the news has been tad better. They have withdrawn 12,650 crores. But we have to understand, April has been a truncated week so far, with every week having 1 or 2 holidays. So the real picture may emerge in May. And this is the reason why equity markets have slightly bounced back, because domestic investors have been able to step in and buy. But more than the problem in the equity markets, the real problems in the debt markets, where the ratio has been twice. That is, for every dollar sold in the equity market, they have withdrawn $2 from the bond market. And because foreigners have withdrawn money from the bond markets, yields have gone up. Basically, yields meaning interest rates have gone up. And because interest rates have gone up, bond prices have crashed. This has led to a crisis in the debt market mutual funds, which I discussed earlier. As things get from bad to worse, more money will flow from India and other emerging markets back to America and the developed world. The Reserve Bank of India seems to have lost control over its ability to influence interest rates. RBI is lending at 4.40%, while the Government of India bonds, 10-year bond, is trading between 6.3 to 6.75 and at times has breached the upper end. This means the sovereign, that is the Government of India, is borrowing at 2 to 2.5% premium over what the Reserve Bank is willing to lend. That is, banks can easily make a profit of simply borrowing from Reserve Bank of India at 4.4%, use that money, buy treasury at 6.7 and make a neat profit of 2.5%, 2.3, 2.4%. 2.3, 2.4% looks a very small number when we look from outside. But when you apply it to lakhs of crores, it becomes a big number. If somebody is able to do it for 50,000 crores, he is going to make 2% of 50,000 crores. That's about nearly 1,000 crores of profits in no time. So, this is why banks, even though are funded cheaply, are not taking credit risks with the NBFCs, MFIs, that is finance institutions which give to multilateral financial institutions which make tiny loans to the poor. So it is very imperative that our banks are forced to go for other bond papers. RBI has announced that it will release another 1 lakh crores as equity, but has targeted that the money should be spent where the money should be spent. All this will not work because there is fear and scare in the market. The RBI is sitting pretty with government bonds. The central government is not going to make any losses. The losses in buying below investment grade bonds is with the bankers. The bankers, owners, those are equity shareholders, by pushing the price down tremendously, especially for the strong banks, have clearly told the banks not to risk their capital. Public sector banks are afraid of action from CBI if any of these loans and bonds go bad. Thus, India is caught in a catch-22 situation. So, unless the central government gets into the market with a stimulus and the Reserve Bank of India starts accepting high-grade corporate bonds as security instead of insisting on treasury bonds, this continuous selling of bonds by foreigners will continue. I may sound negative, but the only solution is for either for the central government to give a huge stimulus and for banks to accept other securities other than insisting only on treasury bonds. Only this will cool down the market and infuse required liquidity into the system. Thank you for watching BJudge. If you like this video, kindly press the subscribe button and turn on the bell notification. Kindly share this video with your friends and relatives. If you like my content and would like to buy my books, there's a WhatsApp number given below. Send your WhatsApp number to that and my team will get back to you. If you want to reach me, please mail me at berichenglish@gmail.com. Once again, a thank you for watching Be Rich.